How you doing, Team Up? And welcome back to another episode of Hard News with Murdock. Now, the fallout behind the Orange Savage and Chief impeachment keeps getting crazier and crazier, with two of Giuliani associates are now being brought up on charges for campaign finance violations. And they were arrested at Dulles International Airport on Wednesday while awaiting an international flight with one-way tickets, which of course led to Trump throwing Giuliani right under the bus in this clip here.
I don't know those gentlemen.
You're in pictures
now, it's
with
possible I have a picture with them because I have a picture with everybody. I have a picture with everybody here. But somebody said there may be a picture or something where at a fundraiser or somewhere. But I have pictures with everybody.
Have you talked with them?
I don't know if there's anybody I don't have pictures. I don't know them. I don't know about them. I don't know what they do. But I don't know. Maybe they were clients of Rudy. You'd have to ask Rudy.
Now, that's pretty action-packed. So what I'm going to do is leave a link in the description below of the U.S. attorney going into full details of what they're charged for and how they was captured, okay? It'll bring y'all up to speed. But I really can't help but notice that one of the main leaders of the Orange Defense Force is completely missing in action, and that's being Mitch McConnell. I mean, it's really like this man just completely disappeared into thin air. Like, he don't want nothing to do with this. He is nowhere to be found, and nobody haven't seen or heard anything from him, which was very weird to me because a couple of weeks ago when the impeachment first started, he had this to say on the floor.
So, Mr. President, yesterday evening, Speaker Pelosi announced the House of Representatives will begin what she called an official impeachment inquiry. But really, Mr. President, we know that House Democrats have been indulging their impeachment obsession for nearly 3 years now.
When I heard him say that, I took that as he was ready to go toe-to-toe with anything coming his way with the impeachment process. But then a couple of days later, he said this.
Senator, I want to go back to the rules around impeachment, if this is something that actually does come up in the Senate, because there's been some speculation that you might seek to change those rules or have those practices changed. Just to confirm, you're saying you would not do that?
No, the Senate impeachment rules are very clear. The Senate would have to take up an impeachment resolution if it came over from the House.
Now, when I seen that, I was like, that's a bit strange because that's not his normal rhetoric. And I was wondering if he's about to leave Trump high and dry because he went completely radio silent. But then this report came out that shined a lot of light on things that's going on behind the scenes. Take a look for yourself.
New indications of just how seriously President Trump is now taking the impeachment inquiry and how seriously he's pushing to keep Republican senators, potential jurors, remember, in line. CNN's Evan Perez is breaking the news. He joins us now. What have you learned?
Well, Anderson, one of the things we've learned is that the president is so consumed with this impeachment inquiry that he's now calling Senator McConnell as many as 3 times a day. Now, this is something that the majority leader has had to deal with before. At the height of the Mueller inquiry, the president was so exercised that he was doing the same thing. Now, what the president is worrying about is keeping senators in line. He is worried about disloyal senators, something he's already started tweeting about in recent days. He says that some senators are not being loyal enough and that they should be holding the line. Now, this is something that McConnell is going to have to be dealing with for the long term, obviously. He wants to make sure senators who are going to be the jurors, should Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats impeach the president, he's going to need those people to hold the line. And the president is increasingly lashing out, telling the majority leader that he believes that some of these senators need to hold the line on what the White House is telling them to do.
Now, after I seen that and filled in the blanks a little bit for me, I was thinking to myself, either A, he see that phone ringing and he don't want to pick up because he already knows what's going to happen when he answers. Or B, he's just tired of being part of the Orange Defense Force and that shield and spear is getting a little too heavy to be carrying around these days.
And these shields, boys!
But either way, Mitch pulling a ditch move is not a good look for the Trump administration, no matter how you slice it. I used to think it was a code orange. No pun intended there. But obviously, it's more of a cold red. The building is on fire. It's burning down. It's explosions going on. And people are trying to stay low and crawl the hell out of there behind the scenes. But with that, that's all I have for this week. Like and subscribe if you like what you see. Remember, the revolution is unclassified. Later.